Alright, welcome to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's get straight to the matter. See, over the years we all know that some good girls love bad boys. I wouldn't say all good girls, but a majority of the good girls really love the bad guys. I don't know how it happens, but I don't know what makes it so, but it is what it is. So these are some people that take the whole thing too far. I mean, they take the whole thing too far to the extent that the people they like are not only bad but pure evil. You know, if you really know, if you watch the movies and if you watch where ladies talk, they say that the thought of being with bad guys makes them feel, give them a little bit of thrill, and they I don't know how to explain it, but they feel this kind of way that makes them feel a little bit of danger, love and tough. And those bad guys, even if they treat them wrong, even if they treat them bad, they don't even care as long as they are with the girl, the guy. And people will be wondering, why is this so? Why can't this good girl find a decent guy and be with? And people now start talking about the whole thing, and I realized that some ladies actually enjoy being in those situations. It's kind of a fetish, a way that people fantasize or want to be treated. I don't know how to explain it, but it's a fetish that some ladies actually want a bad guy or a mean guy to, you know, give them that hard love. That is the only way they get wet or the only way they want to feel like this guy loves me. Or some ladies actually, if you don't beat them in a relationship, they will believe that you don't really love them, because if you really love me, you have to beat me. Yes, I know some ladies, I know someone personally that if you want, before she can get aroused and feel be in the mood of sex, you have to beat her, make her love. You know, she don't even like the idea of let's do gentle love. You have to rough it up. That way she can be feeling your pain and also enjoying the whole sexual act. And these people I'm about to talk about are the people that took the whole thing to the next level. And this thing has been happening since. It's not a new thing. People have been fantasizing about things, and people have been having crazy fetish. Or I wouldn't call it crazy, because to them it's not crazy. Now there are, if you watch a movie called, or read a book called American Serial Killers, you read about many people that committed very dangerous crime, you know, in the 90s and the 80s. I'm talking about killing people, abducting people, killing them in a different manner. These guys take the whole thing to the next level, and these guys are what you call the mean. They don't have some of them are psychopathic. Some of them don't even understand the way they feel. Some of them are like, if they don't kill somebody, they don't feel anything. They need to kill to feel a little bit of pleasure. Some of them kill just to justify themselves as being human. So the way these people operate, the way these people do their own love thing, it happens that when they were caught, people read about them, people talk about them, and some ladies fantasize about them and say, can you imagine that this guy did all this thing to these ladies? Can you imagine that this guy buried all these human bodies alone? Oh my god, that's so hot. Oh my god, that's so sad. You know, all those kind of useless talk women need to talk. Oh my god, I want him to bury me, I want him to tie me up. This is not a joke. This is happening. This has happened. And during the trials of those guys, when they come to court for their sentencing, ladies will show up and write and say I love you and all those kinds of things to them, knowing fully well that this guy is a fool or a cold-blooded murderer. And they will write I love you, I want to be with you. And these people have been diagnosed, and they studied about this whole thing, and it came out that it is quite natural for women to be in love with these hard men, and they serial killers. It is quite natural that women feel those way about them, and those men also sometimes they reciprocate to them. For a good example of this case is American serial killer called Ted Bundy. This guy did all, just name whatever crime he did it. He killed, he abducted women. You know what they do after the abduction. He did all those kind of things. And when he was caught, a lady came forward and said he didn't do it. In fact, I love him. I want you to release him for me just because I love him. So the whole thing was not people didn't take it serious. So she started writing letter to the serial killer. People tell this lady, this guy killed almost 20 women. This guy is dangerous. This guy would do this. And this lady said the thought of him killing these women, the thought of burying those ladies makes her wet. You know, all the echoes they wet just to think about killing those ladies. And people are like, are you okay, lady? Are you okay? The lady said, I'm fine. This is how I get wet. If I think about him killing all those ladies and the graves and all those things, the whole wet, I don't wet finish. So the lady started writing letters to the Ted Bundy and being in communication with him. For some time, she came to the court and requested to marry the man. The man said, will you marry me? The lady said, yes, I will. And the lawyer said, all right, I will postpone your sentencing so that you will have time to talk with your whoever this lady is to you. And the lady keeps coming to him, and they had a child. They said it was a baby girl, and the whole thing was escalating. The man was sentenced to death by electric shock. So as the man was sentenced, the lady stopped coming, and the lady later changed her name and relocated. And people were like, this is not the first time or the second time people, Americans or people have witnessed people, mostly ladies, have witnessed love or have seen love in the eyes of hardened criminals. And people have wondered, why is this so? Or why are some ladies so blinded that the way they feel makes them not see what somebody have done, even if you did the unthinkable. Somebody somewhere will fantasize about you or will want to be with you just because you are hardened or a tough criminal. And this has been happening in our community in a small scale, whereby somebody that is known as a stupid or useless or a pickpocket or an armed robber will be dating a very beautiful, intelligent and homely girl, and you wonder, why is this lady with this guy, knowing fully well that this guy is into this kind of thing. It is not uselessness. It's not something that she's not a very good girl. It is just natural within some ladies that they fall for the wrong guys and they can't do anything about it, and it is hard to detach them from such people. So thank you for listening. Do you know any lady that has fallen in love with a bad guy? Thank you for listening. See you next time.